Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my Mythic Plus guide for Arcane Mage in 11.1.5. Currently, the best stats for Arcane are going to be Intellect, followed by Haste, followed by Verse, then Crit, then Mastery. Here are our talents for Mythic Plus. Arcane's job in Mythic Plus is priority damage. We do a lot of single target damage while also providing decent AoE. We also have insane final damage, so the more targets that are around, the more damage you will do to the main target. As for our trinkets, the best options are going to be the Mug Jug and House of Cards from Raid. If you can't get them, Signet of the Priory and Carved Blaziken Wax are going to be good alternatives. Before we get into the rotation, let's talk about the basics. Your builders are Arcane Blast, Arcane Missiles, and Arcane Orb. Using any of these will generate Arcane Charges to spend on Arcane Barrage. For each Arcane Charge you have will increase the damage of your Arcane Blast and Arcane Barrage. The goal is to use Arcane Barrage when you have 4 charges and have a way to generate those charges back. Our main cooldown is going to be Evocation, Arcane Surge, and Touch of the Magi. While channeling Evocation, your mana regen will be increased by 1500% and you will gain 2% intellect every 0.4 seconds. Arcane Surge will increase your mana regen by 425% and increase your spell damage by 35%. Touch of the Magi will store 25% of the damage you deal over 12 seconds, then explode for that amount on the target and nearby enemies. Casting Touch of the Magi will also apply Arcane Echo, causing your spells to explode, dealing some damage to nearby enemies. On top of that, it will also activate Magi's Spark, causing your next Barrage, Blast, and Missiles to echo for 100% of their damage, and after you hit the target with all 3 spells, it will explode, dealing damage to nearby enemies. Casting Arcane Missiles will also give you Nether Precision, increasing the damage of your next 2 Arcane Blasts or Barrages by 20%. Because we are running high voltage, Arcane Missiles has a 10% chance to generate 1 Arcane Charge, and that chance is increased by 15% every time a Missiles fails to grant a charge. Arcane Missiles is also going to increase the damage of Arcane Barrage by 5%, stacking up to 20 times. For our AoE rotation, we're going to open with Evocation, followed by Arcane Missiles, giving us our 2 stacks of Nether Precision. If we're not at 4 charges, we'll want to send an Orb into an Arcane Surge, followed by Barrage and Touch the Magi, followed by an Arcane Blast. This will use up the last Nether Precision stack, so we'll use an Arcane Missiles to get 2 more stacks. From here, you'll want to use Barrage if you have 4 charges and Orb is off cooldown, or if you have Clear Casting, or if the target is below 35% HP. If you don't have 4 charges, you'll want to use Arcane Blast. During AoE, you'll want to clip every Arcane Missiles cast, but the biggest priority is to get Nether Precision up. So if you're out of stacks and you have a Clear Casting, use it. For single target, we are going to open with Evocation, followed by Arcane Missiles into Arcane Surge, followed by Touch the Magi into 2 Arcane Blasts into a Missiles. During single target, you will only want to barrage into Touch if you have 4 Arcane charges. After your opener, you will want to barrage if any of the following conditions happen. If Arcane Tempo or Intuition is about to expire, if you have 4 arcane charges and any of the following happen, you'll want to barrage. If you have 18 stacks of Arcane Harmony or 12 stacks if you have High Voltage and 1 or no Nether Precisions. If you have Clear Castings and High Voltage and 1 Nether Precision and either Aether Attunement or the enemy is below 35% HP. Or if Arcane Orb is off cooldown and you have 1 stack of Nether Precision and no Clear Casting. Here are 2 macros I suggest getting. The first is a macro to use your trinkets and racials and then Arcane Surge. The second is to interrupt your focus target so you don't have to change your targets just to interrupt. Some key takeaways are 1. Getting Nether Precision up is the most important thing. 2. Arcane is not just barrage spamming, you only want to barrage if you're able to generate 4 charges easily. 3. You'll want to clip all Arcane Missile casts in AOE. And 4. Whenever you use Touch the Magi, make sure you are using at least 1 Arcane Blast, Barrage, and Missiles to proc Magi Spark. Thanks for watching. Hope this has helped you learn Arcane. Don't forget to sub for more Mage Mythic Plus content.